Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm going to be reacting to how Yogis know the secret of the universe, Sadhguru. So this is a request. If you have a request, please leave the title, YouTube name, and the length of the video. And not the link because it might get spam. It might get held for spam if you send a link. So just leave all the title and all that. And I will find it and add it to my list. There's a lot of Sadhguru requests, so be patient with it. It's going to take a while. So go ahead and give this video a shot.
So whatever you cannot perceive through five senses, if you perceive that, then that is called as Vishesh Gyan or extraordinary knowledge. The nature of the universe can be grasped if you know the language of the inanimate, every form, how it is made. As the concerns of survival recede, human beings will naturally evolve into perceiving higher things.
I kind of wish that for a lot of people. A lot of people, once survival has been met, it becomes materialistic things instead of the higher things. They think of the lower things. Things less important becomes the more prevalent things they think about.
In the yogic system, we look at the human mechanism like this. There are five dimensions to it, there are five layers to it. Usually it's referred to as sheaths, ore it's called, that means sheath, one inside the other. One is the physical body, which is referred to as the food body, because this is essentially a heap of food that we have gathered over a period of time.
I'm sorry.
The next is known as the mental body, because we ascribe intelligence to every cell in the body. There is more memory and intelligence in each molecule of DNA than you can decipher through your brain. That much of intelligence and memory is sitting right here. The third layer is called as the energy body. There are three fundamental aspects to it, but it's the first two which normally are experienced by most people, the right and the left, which has 36,000 on the right and 36,000 on the left, pathways or channels, which are described as nadis, which meet in 114 different major points.
Is that the 112 inside a body and 2 on the outside?
And these points are seen as possibilities. So mysticism identifies these 114, the geography, the energy geography of the body, and how you could exploit this to transcend the limitations of the human mechanism. Now the fourth layer is called as Vijnanamaya Kosha. What the word Vijnana means is, it is coming from two different words, Vishesh Gyan. Gyan means knowing or knowledge. Vishesh means an extraordinary way of knowing. So whatever you cannot perceive through five senses, if you perceive that, then that is called as Vishesh Gyan or extraordinary knowledge. So we are talking about a transitory dimension which is transiting from physical to non-physical. So the fifth dimension, this is in whatever in the New Age language in America, they're saying this is etheric body. It's not an appropriate description. It is a transitory state where physical is fading out into non-physical nature. The fifth dimension is referred to as Anandamaya Kosha, which literally translates as bliss body. This does not mean there's a bubble of bliss or something inside. It is purely non-physical in nature. Because it is non-physical, we do not know how to define or describe it. There is no definition to it, there is no description to it. We're only talking about it from our experience. Whenever we touch it, we feel blissed out. So like children, we're calling it bliss body, because we do not know what is the nature of what it is, and it is not physical in nature, so we cannot put it into definition of words or descriptions or whatever. Now to enter into this dimension is the whole process of mysticism, because this non-physical nature is further classified in terms of our experience, how profoundly you involve in it. They talk like this: you can be in a fine spray of shower from this non-physical and how you will be. Or you can be drenched with it and how you will be. or you can soak yourself in it, and how you will be. Like this it is described. In this context, it's a… Here I have to surrender my logic a little bit because that's how far my logic will go. What this means is, these are referred to as different dimensions of stillness. How can stillness be of different dimensions?
I will say I am still lost. I'm listening because I have no idea what to say. I'm trying to understand them, but I guess I still don't know. I'm still trying to find out what he's trying to say here. It's kind of hard. I understand there's different dimensions, but I'm still kind of lost.
For example, in our experience, if you're… normally a human being is breathing somewhere 12 to 15 times per minute. Breath is very directly connected to how the mental fluctuations happen. I don't know if science has explored this, but in our experience it's very much there. Suppose naturally, not by effort, by doing the right kind of things with your system, naturally if your breath drops below 11, then you begin to understand various reverberations that are happening around you in terms of all the subsonic sounds in which the animals are communicating becomes very obvious to you. If your breath drops below 9, naturally, without controlling it, then what the plants are exuding, the plant life, what it is doing, becomes very obvious to you. If your breath drops below 6, then what the inanimate things, how they're reverberating, this is known as rithambara pragna. That means the reverberations of every form and the sounds attached to it become very clear to you. Or in other words, the nature of the universe can be grasped if you know the language of the inanimate. Every form, how it is made, what is its nature, what it is right now and what it will evolve into, or what it was yesterday and what it is evolved into, all this is becoming apparent to you. As the concerns of survival recede, human beings will naturally evolve into perceiving higher things. But the important thing is the level of static, because breath is a survival process. If you sit still, it goes down. The more still your body becomes, the less you breathe.
I thought it was gonna end. I was like, oh no, I didn't get it and it's about to end.
If you bring your whole system to a certain level of stillness, not being in a hyperventilated state, then your perception goes on increasing. So as the stillness deepens, these are referred to as, traditionally there are various ways in which it is presented. It is usually called as it's called Rudra, Hara and Sadashiva. One is still, but he's vibrant, he's roaring. Another is still, but he's in activity still. Another is absolutely still. Now always that which is absolutely still is referred to be as the ultimate intelligence. Everything else, in its anxiety to be active, it is sacrificing its intelligence at a certain level to be in a state of action. But that which is absolutely still is considered the highest intelligence. It is only in Eastern mysticism, the source of creation is been always celebrated as the highest intelligence. This is the biggest mistake I think modern societies have made is, people were told God is compassion, God is love, God is generosity. These things mean something to you only when you don't have them.
Sorry, I'm supposed to be reacting to this, but I am just I know nothing about this stuff. Honestly, I've never seen anything in my entire life about this, talked about this. Although about the if you're not loved, you will look up. God loves you. Let me go back a little bit, because at least I know something a little bit.
Oh.
Wait, if you don't have them. People told God is compassionate. That is true, yes. I've heard that said. The one thing I know in this entire video so far is what he said here. This is not much of a reaction video.
These things mean something to you only when you don't have them. If you're not loved, you will look up, God should love you. If you're not fed well, you want a generous God. If you are down in some way, you want a compassionate God. But if you don't make any assumptions, if you look at a blade of grass, if you look at a flower, if you just look at the structure of an atom, one thing is, the source of creation is the highest level of intelligence that you can ever recognize anywhere. If you look at the creation, it is smack with intelligence all over the place. If we had only told people God is intelligence, we would have had a more sensible world. That's what I'm thinking, and that's what I'm trying to…
Okay, so… let me go back, I'm sorry. I mean, honestly, I've not said anything because I don't know what to say. I've never thought about this, and I still don't understand it, honestly. But this, I think I do understand. If you look at creation, it's smacked with intelligence all over the place. Basically, when he said blade of grass, I'm like, what does he mean by intelligence all over the place? Basically, I'm guessing how a seed grows into a plant. It's kind of like how he's talking about how our body's full of intelligence. Basically, it knows that to create the finger, the nail, how long the middle finger is going to be, but how long your finger is going to be, how long your arm is going to be. It's the same thing with the blade of grass, same thing with the tree, same thing with the brush, same thing with the cow, the pig, the chicken, the lion, the cheetah, the tiger. They're all filled with intelligence because it knows how to create every piece of itself. I'm thinking that's what he means by the creation is smacked with intelligence. That's what out of everything he said, that's the one thing I can make an assumption on, and I think that's what he means. I think I'm right on that one.
If we had only told people God is intelligence, we would have had a more sensible world. That's what I'm thinking, and that's what I'm trying to bring it into people's experience, that the source of creation is the intelligence. If you recognize that, you try to emulate that.
If you recognize that, try to emulate that. Intelligence. If you'd only told people God is intelligent, we would have a more sensible world. People would try to emulate intelligence. Because God is compassionate, therefore you must be compassionate. If God is caring, therefore you must be caring. Oops, let me see, where's that at? Where did it say that at? Oh, there it goes. If God is love, then you will love. Is that what he's saying? Basically, it's what you look for in God, you'll do for yourself. But because you don't say God's intelligent, you don't try to be intelligent. If you're not loved, you will look up, God should love you. You're not fed well, you want a generous God. But if you don't make any assumptions, one thing is the source of creation is the highest level of intelligence that you can ever recognize anywhere. If you're looking at creation, it's smacked with intelligence all over the place. I get that part, for sure. That's what I'm thinking, that's what I'm trying to bring to people's experiences, that the source of creation is intelligence. If you recognize that, you would try to emulate that. So I'm guessing he's saying people are dumb because you're not trying to emulate intelligence. Well, you know, I don't completely disagree. I'm sure there's some level of dumbness in me too. Okay, so this was quite confusing to me. Never mind. I get what he's saying, but I still don't understand it. So basically, again, everything around us has some sense of intelligence. And because the yogis can sense that, they know the secrets of the universe. I get that. I think that's what he's trying to say, basically. because again, the blade of grass, the rock, the animals, inanimate and animate objects have intelligence in them. And when yogis, I guess, meditate, and he's talking about breathing, when you get to a certain level of breathing, of meditation, I think, you can sense these things, and therefore you know the secrets of the universe. But I mean, he went and said a lot of things that I don't think I've experienced or heard any of the gurus say. Yeah, we were talking about the you know, I never counted how many times I breathe a minute, but apparently I guess what 15 was about the average. Yeah, and here's where he's explaining about once your breath slows down, I'm believing, if your breath drops below 9 naturally without controlling it. So basically, if you're focusing on trying to control your breath, you will not be aware of the surrounding intelligence, your surrounding, basically, because you're too focused on your breath, you're controlling of your breath. You have to be able to get to that level without having to focus on your breath. So all this stuff right here is completely Greek to me, as they say. Plants are exuding the plant life, but you're doing becomes so vivid, obvious to you. Below 6, it means reverberation in the form, the sound attached to you becomes very clear to you. Yeah, I am very much lost in this one. This is not much of a reaction video, except towards the end there where I kind of got that part. Every form, how it's made, what is nature, what is right now, what it will evolve into. I do wonder if the guy next to him understood this. If he says, yeah, I got it. No, I called BS on that one. Unless, I mean, maybe he did. I don't know. But that dude looks like he's just all confused there, like I am. Compared to you, what is yesterday? What it's evolved into? Can you guys explain this in a bit simpler terms? Evolved into. Level of static. So I'm going over this. Sorry. The more your body becomes, the less you breathe. The more still your body becomes, the less you breathe. Let's see. Traditional varies in ways which is present. One is still but vibrant. His roaring. So this one I noticed. I guess the different levels of maybe awakening. Well, not really, but closed eyes, halfway open eyes, and then all the way open eyes. I guess it's different. Wait, are these 3 different people now? The necklaces is different. This one has skulls and bones. I thought they were all the same. It's just a different awareness or different meditative state. I'm sorry. Let's watch this again.
Hara and Sadashiva. One is still, but he's vibrant. He's roaring.
So which one is that one? It said one is still. I assume this one. Maybe. Let's see what the next one is.
Another is still, but he's in activity still.
This one.
Another is absolutely still.
Oh no.
Now always…
No. Okay. Vibrant and roaring. Still, but active. And then… absolute still. I'm guessing those are one, but I don't. Okay, Hara. Okay.
Another is absolutely still. Now always that which is absolutely still is referred to be as the ultimate intelligence. Everything else, in its anxiety to be active, it is sacrificing its intelligence at a certain level to be in a state of action.
And that's what… okay, so when you're active, you're sacrificing intelligence. I don't understand that. Like, I wish you would get an example.
But that which is absolutely still is considered the highest intelligence. It is only in Eastern mysticism, the source of creation is been always celebrated as the highest intelligence. This is the biggest mistake I think modern societies have made is, People were told, God...
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to keep running this. But yeah, this one I am definitely... I'm confused about, well, pretty much most of the video until the very end portion. I know I'm probably jumping in right in the middle. I'm sure he's explaining things that I've never heard before. That's the reason why I'm confused. Well, it's also very new to me, so I'm sure... I don't think even after watching this a couple of times I would understand it, because I'm sure this is not something that you first teach someone who's very fresh into this into this teaching. It's a progression state, I'm pretty sure, and I am stepping into unknown territories for myself here. I am sorry. I mean, again, I don't go into this, I don't watch it and say, okay, I know it, let me go ahead and react to it. No, I'm just jumping right into it. So if you can help me out a little bit, maybe another video to kind of explain this, I'm not sure. Again, the things that I understand is that, okay, the more still you are, the more intelligent you have, or the more intelligent you are. And he does explain the fact that when you slow down your breath, you get the sense of your surroundings, the intelligence of the surroundings, the plant, the rock, the animals, and whatnot. But I don't know why it's not clicking. I get that. I get the fact that, again, everything has an intelligence. Like I said, the plants, the animals, rocks, whatever has intelligence in them. And when you slow your breath down, you can sense those intelligences. The reason why you know the secrets of the universe. I assume that's the overall message. But I don't understand why, when you slow your breath down, that you all of a sudden get this sense of intelligence, the intelligence all around you. That's what I'm not understanding. I don't think I picked up him explaining that in this video. I might have missed it because I was mostly lost. But did he explain this? I don't think he did. At least not to my understanding anyway. I gotta pause right here anyway. Let me know in the comments below whether the whole message is what I'm saying is correct, but that doesn't mean I understand it. Just because I got the message doesn't mean I understand the message. Clearly on that one. But let me know, out of everything I said, if I got any of it right. Alright, anyways, that's my reaction to how yogis know the secret of the universe. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.